Hello everyone, welcome back to Sadhuranga Chanakyan. Today we have a very interesting and a cool puzzle to solve. And here without much delay, you can just pause the video and try to solve it. It is why to play and win the game. As you can see here, anyway, before we solve or I'll show you the answer, please like this video and subscribe to Sadhuranga Chanakyan. And now I'll show you the answer. So here you can see that a white's hedge pawn is about to promote, but now if you follow the traditional way of promotion, you cannot win this game. We have multiple variations to cover, so let's get started. So pawn to h6, and black will try to do his best to get the stalemate at least, because his pawns are kind of stuck here, so especially the b and a pawn. So he will push b6 and then you go h7, and then they will push the king to a5 so that this pawn, this a pawn can move. And you promote now. If you promote to a queen and after pawn to a5, they don't have any move. After any random queen move, it will be a stalemate. So in this position, you cannot promote to a queen. So you should promote to a knight under promotion. So from here, there are two variations possible. One is pawn to a5 and then pawn to a6. If they play pawn to a5, I'll show you that variation first. And here you go this knight g6, a brilliant move, because you have to give the move for black. So after taking, you just push f7 and they go g5, and then you promote once again to a knight. After pawn to g4, here you go with the knight e6, pawn to g3, and then knight to c5, a beautiful self-smothered checkmate. And so here, like I said, there were two variations possible for black. So one was to play a5, but what happens if they play a6 and leave one square for their waiting move? In this case, you play king to c1 and you are waiting, and they have to play this move, that is a only move, and then you play knight to g6, allow them to take your knight, and then you push f7, g5, but this time the traditional queen promotion, queen to f8, and then pawn to g4, and then you play king to d2, and then they can play king pawn to g3, queen to f1, and then g2, and then queen to a1 is a beautiful checkmate. I hope you like this video, and if you do so, please consider subscribing to Sadhuranga Chanakyan and also share with your chess friends.